live to Annie Tribble Court on the campus of Anderson University, the Abney Athletic Center, where tonight the Lady Trojans will host Tusculum in the first round of postseason play. Should they win tonight, they will be playing Saturday at 2:30 in Greenville. Anderson University basketball is brought to you by the Kenneth Rhodes Agency, Isom Electric, AnMed Evolve, the Trail Corporation, Founders Federal Credit Union, Blue Ridge Electric Cooperative, Progressive Packaging Incorporated, and Turner Graphics. And Brad, I'd like to welcome alongside me the voice of the Trojans, Brad Poor. Your thoughts on tonight's game?
Well, we just saw them, Frank.
A week ago tonight.
Seven nights ago, and I recognized what I recognized then. They could shoot, they're physical inside, and I don't believe you're not going to change a lot in 7 days.
No.
We're going to see what we see, and the best team will win. I was looking through some numbers. Tusculum is averaging 74 points a game. We're averaging 70. Field goal percentage is about even. 3-point percentage is just about even.
That's real close.
And you know, and the reason I keep saying even, you can go down to rebounding. We've got a little bit of an edge there, but assists 14.4 to 14.3. These are very, very.
One thing that worries me is they're averaging 12 steals a game. We're averaging only 6.
And, you know, they were the team that came in here and hurt us again. Against that full court press. And they hit us against that 1-2-2 3/4 court press. And I know Coach Barbary has worked on that ad nauseum throughout the week. And we're a little more prepared for it than we would be then. Both teams are making their way over to the bench, and we're going to pause for the national anthem. We'll get the starting lineups, we'll tip it up, and we will play. Heck, we'll play playoff basketball.
That's right.
That's right. You know, just stay in the tournament. You're in, you're in.
Exactly.
And we'll pause at this time for our national anthem. I I couldn't catch the name of that young lady who sung the national anthem, but it was beautiful.
Yes, it was.
Junior here at Anderson University. This time we're going to go with the starting lineups. First for the Tusculum Pioneers. It's very difficult to hear, and the young ladies won't take their warm-ups off, so I can't give you numbers, but I will give you the starters for Tusculum at the first opportunity that I can get. I know they are head coached by Devin Carter. He did a very good job.
I believe what they're doing is they're announcing the entire squad, and then they're going to announce the starting lineup.
Back to the starting lineup. That makes our job a little easier.
Yes, it does.
And you don't know who to mark for Coach Barbary because he has put together beautiful lineups. And what he does is he gets on that film and he finds out who best matches up with who, and that's the 5 who start.
Right.
And that's a team that's the type of team that buys into, okay, I may have to sit, but that's okay.
That's right.
And now we'll get the starting lineup for Tusculum. As they finish up with the Lady Trojans reserves, now we'll have the starters for Tusculum.
And that is with the starting lineups for both teams. First, Tusculum, a 6-foot junior from Princeton, North Carolina, number 11, Casey Johnson. From Anderson,
Casey Johnson. Haley Kirpick will start for us.
It's good to see them shaking hands. Each announcement, each one, they're shaking hands.
Number 20. Alexa Mullenhauer is now being introduced. Her three-point shooting will be critical tonight.
Yes, it will.
Here's a little girl I can remember well, the young lady that can really shoot the basketball.
That's right.
And is very active on the boards. Alexis Dillard now being introduced, number 25 for Anderson. And number 1, Neil Long for Tusculum. Jasmine Rayner will start at the point guard tonight for Anderson. And number 10, Cindy Wilson. And, of course, we're made up with Madison back.
You know, Madison plays almost all game unless we're so far ahead like we were the other night.
She played the entire game the other night.
That's right.
And I meant to mention that, and I apologize for not doing so. And it's going to be interesting since we've seen them just a short period of time. what are they going to do? Will they press? Will they drop back? What will we do? Ladies and gentlemen, the officials for tonight's game will be Libby Rentz, Stephanie Brent, and Daniel Drake. And those will be the officials for tonight's game. As we head into postseason play. Henderson takes the court first. We're going to have Kirkpatrick, Dillard, Madison Baggett, Alexa Mollenhauer, and Jasmine Rayner. As I mentioned, they'll have Nia Long, Sydney Wilson, Casey Johnson, and Mortia Patton. The referee puts the ball upwards. It's controlled by Dillard, and it's into the hands of Baggett. Baggett now try to get the ball to Kirkpatrick. She does, and now she will run the offense. Moves the ball to the left side. Looks for a cutter from the right side. Not there. Madison Baggett has a hard time controlling the ball, but she gets it back. Gets it to Dillard. Dillard will get it to Rayner. Rayner will stop and shoot. That was just outside of three-point range at the top of the key. It's in and out, and rebound to Tusculum.
Having rolled around the back of the rim, rolled off the front.
Sure did. Nia Long now will hold the ball. She'll get the ball to Casey Johnson. Casey Johnson gets in the corner to Sydney Wilson. Now it'll need back to Johnson. Here's a long shot. In and out, no good. Rebound, Kaepernick.
There was absolutely no spin on that ball.
No, there wasn't. It was flat. Here's inside to Dillard. Dillard goes underneath and scores. Alexa Dillard. Now here's a long three-point shot.
Wow.
It's up and good. And like I say, only being 7 games, you remember, and number 10 can shoot. Her name is Sydney Wilson. She's out of Greensboro, North Carolina. And here's what we said we thought we'd see. We thought we'd see the full court press, and we have. The ball has been broken in terms of the press, and Jasmine Rayner will hold it there. She gets it to Madison Baggett. Madison looks to the corner. Now she's going to look up to the elbow, needs some help. Kaepernick gets it, 5 on the shot clock. She tries to get a pass inside, but instead draws a block. About ran out of time on the 32nd clock.
That's right. I think she shot it with about 4 seconds left.
But didn't panic.
Or less.
Here's the inbounds. Supposed to be to Dillard, but it tipped off her hands and it hands to Kirkpatrick. Kirkpatrick goes inside to Mollenhauer. Mollenhauer hits the 15-footer, and it's good, and it's 4-3 AU. Nia Long works, and now they get the ball quickly to Casey Johnson, but Casey Johnson shifted her feet, and it'll be a turnover to AU, and we will see a full court press now. And just like last time that we noticed, you're going to have a guard bring the ball in, preferably to get it to another guard. So there's your reason for your 2-guard look. To help with that press, Madison Baggett gets it over to Mollenhauer. Mollenhauer will drive. She'll be picked up there by Wilson. Mollenhauer will drive again. She goes up, shoots, scores.
She took that on her shoulders the entire way.
6-3 AU. At the 7:35 mark, and I believe, if I'm not mistaken, Alexis has accounted for all of our points except for the layup from Dillard. Here's the shot from the Tusculum guard that can really shoot the ball. Cindy Wilson. Ball is in.
Yeah, they got quick hands. They just slapped it out of bounds.
Sure do. We saw quick hands in the men's game the other night. Rayner looks. She looks for help. She gets it from Alexis Dillard. Dillard gets it to Mollenhauer, who breaks the press. Mollenhauer will have to take it herself. She's going to get a drive. There's going to be a scrum for the ball. Kaylee Kirkpatrick gets down, and it's going to be a held ball, and it will belong to Tusculum. Alexis was a little bit caught in no man's land. She couldn't get a pass off to someone. so she had to take it herself and made the best of it she could. Here's a cut to the basket. It's no good. Rebound to Dillard. Dillard now will get the ball out to Mollenhauer. Mollenhauer will now bring it across with the right hand. Lexi now moves to the left off of a screen from Kirkert. Gets the ball to Dillard. Dillard wants to go inside to Kirkert, and there's going to be a foul on the play.
We have yet to commit a foul so far in the game with 6:36 left in the first period. They have committed 2.
Rayner will bring the ball in. Gets it to Dillard. Dillard wants to get it back to Rayner. She does. Rayner puts up a shot that hit the bottom of the backboard, but Madison Baggett was there to pick it up, lay it in, and it's 8-5 AU. Mia Long, who I remember being very fast and have very quick hands when we saw them last. AU is in a man-to-man defense. There's Long. She's going to drive. She's going to shoot. She shot that underhanded, ladies and gentlemen. It hit the front of the rim, hit the backboard, hit the front of the rim again, and doggone if it didn't go in. 8-7, 5:50 left. This is Madison Baggett. Gets it to Rayner. Rayner gets it out to Kirkert. The ball is going to be stolen there, and it's going to be dribbled off the foot of Casey Johnson for Tusculum. And it's going to be AU basketball. Sitting down now for Tusculum is number 24, Kendra Duke. And in her stead will be number 24, Kendra Duke. There's the quick hands. Baggett gets it. She drives to the corner, looks for Mollenhauer on the corner. Mollenhauer goes up with a shot. Strong move to the basket through the baseline, and she will draw the 2-point play.
You know, we're going to the basket almost every chance we get. We have yet to take a 3-point shot.
Well, if they're going to give us that full court press, it's going to take that 3-point shot away from us,
right.
So we'll just take what they give us. First shot by Mollenhauer was up and good. 9-7 AU. Second shot is up, and it is also good. 10-7 AU. This is Mia Long. Mia Long will dribble with the left hand, looking for a play to Sydney Wilson. Sydney Wilson will get it to Long. Long gets it back to Johnson. Johnson now tries to put it on the floor. Kendra Duke goes down on the floor after it. The ball will be a held ball, and the possession hour will belong to AU. And now we're going to have a substitute. Taylor Hare will now come in for Alexis Dillard, and I just wonder if that's just keep her out of the foul situation, because we're going to need her down the stretch. Jasmine Rayner forwards herself well, gets it to Madison Baggett, gets it over to Mollenhauer. Mollenhauer stops. She wants to shoot but can't. She gets it to Kirkpatrick in the corner. Back to Mollenhauer. She'll drive with the left hand. Her shot is up, and it is good. 12-7. 4:40 left in the first period. Mia Long. She will get the ball to Casey Johnson, and Casey Johnson did it again.
That's her second travel.
She is traveling. That's exactly right. We're going to have a timeout on the court. AU 12, Tusculum 7. This is Anderson University basketball. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back in to Andy Tribble Court at Anderson University. AU will control the basketball. Madison Baggett looks to get it in. She does to Taylor Hare. She gets it back to Madison Baggett. Madison Baggett picked up there by Mia Long. Mia Long gets it to Ace Easter, who is now in the game. Ace looks. Here's a long shot. It was off and no good by Ace Easter. Rebound, though, to Kirkpatrick, who gets it to Baggett. Baggett looks. Here's the three-point shot again. It's a rebounded again by Madison Baggett. She goes up. She goes up.
Well, the Tusculum coach just...
Yeah, he's upset. He just took it out on the...
took it out on the cooler.
Took it out on the water cooler. I can understand that, but we were around the basketball, and we are doing a good job attacking it as it comes off the rim. Kaylee Kirkpatrick's first shot is up and good, 13-7. Number 24, Monica Roberts, will sit down, and number 42, Martorkia Patton, will enter the game now.
We've doubled them up now, 14-7.
And Kirkpatrick's shot was good. Mia Long. They don't seem to be running the fast break. The secondary break as fast as they were. Here is Long. Long gets the ball out to Casey Johnson, and it's a two-point shot. But it sure looked like a long way to me. Here's Taylor Hare. Taylor Hare is not who you want bringing the ball.
No, it's not.
You either want Baggett or Rayner or Mollenhauer, but she did the best she could. She was in no man's land. She got trapped in the corner. She moved her feet. She traveled, so therefore the ball belongs to Tusculum. Mia Long will come off of a screen. She was looking for somebody to roll back off the screen. It wasn't there. It's Casey Johnson. Here's a drive by Sydney Wilson. It is no good. Rebound to Mia Long. AU stays in that man-to-man. Mia Long will now go up, shoot, and score. 14-12. As we approach the 3-minute mark, here's Dillard, who gives Easter some help getting up the court. Madison Baggett will now go straight to the floor. She has hit the deck. It looks for a second she could be hurt, but she is up. And I never saw what the call was. I think she lost the ball out of bounds and it'll belong to Tusculum. This is an injury timeout. And during this injury timeout, we want to thank Hugh Durham and Associates for serving Anderson for over 40 years. So for all your needs, see Hugh Durham and Associates right here in Anderson, a great supporter of Anderson University basketball and athletics.
Also, signs and printing. Now they do pet markers, small tombstones, as well as signs. They'll put signs on your car, yard signs, real estate signs. They're another proud sponsor of Anderson University athletics.
We're proud to have them aboard.
Yes, sir. They'll also be sponsors during the baseball season.
Sure.
By the way, Brad and I will do our first broadcast next Friday. We'll have a one-game Friday, and we'll have a doubleheader on Saturday.
And I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah, I am too.
Mia Long holds the ball up high. Now she gets the ball over to Sydney Wilson. Gets it back to Casey Johnson. Casey Johnson gets it over to Sydney Wilson. But now there's going to be a quick foul, and it's going to be an illegal screen on Tusculum. And we'll take that.
That's 5 team fouls. We've yet to commit a foul with 2:31 left.
Ace Easter is trapped in the corner. She gets help from Madison Baggett. Madison will now set the offense. Dillard. Dillard and Martin were on the elbow. It ended up in the hands of Martin, and Martin went to the basket strong and was fouled. We are 14-12 in the first quarter here with 2 minutes and 13 seconds left.
Dillard looked like maybe she hurt her knee or something, but I think she shook it off.
Heck, I've always said when it comes this time of year, if you're still playing, you got little bumps and bruises everywhere. You just got to play through them.
That's right.
Dillard's first shot is up, and it is good. 15-12. Number 42, Marture Patton sits down. She's out of Nashville, Tennessee. And Maddie Sutton will come in. Dillard's second shot rolls off. Here's Mia Long trying to run the court. She runs it on Baggett. She puts it up with a left hand, and it is good. Baggett gets it in to Ace Easter. Ace Easter's trapped in the corner, and they're going to call a foul, and I thought she was pushed as well.
Right.
I think they called it on 20. Yes, they did. They called it on 20 because I thought 20 did push her. First shot by Ace Easter is up and good. 1:54 left in the first period. Kaylee Kirkwood will now enter the game, and Erica Martin will sit down. And Erica Martin just gives you those grunt minutes that you need. Second shot by Easter is up and good. Mia Long will bring the ball down the court. Now she's going to set a play. Looks like off of a screen there from Maddie Sutton. Maddie Sutton touches the ball and gets it over to lovely Locklear. Her shot is off. It's no good. And the rebound there is to Alexis Dillard. And Madison Baggett had to cross the dribble over into the forecourt.
Yeah, that
and
one
then
of
it came back, and
one of the players hit it.
Either one of the players hit it or she just lost control of it. I did not see it. But that's not a mistake you'll see Madison make. Rarely, if ever. Mia Long. They're using screens up high with Maddie Sutton. Gets the ball to lovely Locklear. She falls down. It's taken by Dillard. Dillard waits on the offense and has it stolen there from the quick hands of Mia Long, and the ball belongs to Tusculum with 55 seconds left in the first period. Here is that same screen that they seem to like with Maddie Sutton. The shot is off and no good. Alexa Mollenhauer can bring the ball up, and
what is that?
Boy, all she was doing was trying to establish position as she brought the ball down the court, and I didn't see her lower her shoulder or anything.
No, she didn't, and coach is having a word with her now.
If anything, the player came to a dead stop and then went backwards. I don't believe Alexi touched that girl.
No, she didn't.
But you have to overcome calls to win good games. Lovely Locklear will hold the ball.
She walked with it
quickly to Casey Johnson. The ball is now with Maddie Sutton. Her turnaround jumper is good. 17-16 AU. The shot clock is off. Alexa Dillard is getting the ball up the court, and I know she needs some help and gets it from Ace Easter. Ace is going to drive. She's going to get it to Alexa Mollenhauer, who drills the three-point shot with 1.6 seconds left to give us a little breathing room going into the second quarter. So with your scores, we moved into the second quarter. It's the AU women's team 20 and Tusculum 16. This is Anderson University basketball. And we're back as we start the second period of play. The possession arrow will belong to Tusculum. Tusculum is staying with basically their 7 players that they've started the game with. This is Mia Long. She goes inside to Maddie Sutton. Maddie Sutton shoots a shot over Dillard. It's rebounded by Easter. And now the ball is thrown.
She was across the court, though.
I don't know if the official thought she had straddled the line, and so therefore it was back court or what. But nevertheless, it will belong to Tusculum.
At the last break, we were 6 for 10. They were 7 for 12.
There is a great block by Kaylee Kirkrick. And that was on Sydney Wilson, who's been red hot. And that is very good. Kirkrick looks for Mollenhauer. Now she looks for Easter. Has a difficult time getting it to her, but nevertheless does. Here's a give and go. The shot is no good, but it was a give and go from Easter to Kirkrick. And Kirkrick will now go to the free throw line for 2.
We out rebounded them 7 to 3 in that first period.
I think we struggled in the backcourt the first time we saw these folks, and now they're trying to get us around the midpoint line in terms of trapping. The second shot is off. A great hustle by Dillard and Mollenhauer. It'll come to Mollenhauer though, and Kirkrick's got it there. Gets it to Mollenhauer, gets it to Dillard. Dillard shot
she was fouled
and no good. Rebound, Lovely Locklear. And we've got an injured player for Tusculum on the floor. That's Mia Long. That's the point guard. That would certainly be a blow because Mia Long is what's is the straw that stirs this team.
That's right.
Callie Patterson now enters the game. There's the dangerous Sydney Wilson. Maddie Sutton is also dangerous because she can shoot from inside and outside. Here's a pass inside to Sutton. Sutton is going to be met there by Green. It's rebounded there by Ace Easter. Ace Easter now coming off the left hand, goes in the corner. It comes back to Madison Baggett, and now we're going to have a call away from the ball. And I believe the call will be on Dillard.
That's our first personal foul of the game.
Now Dillard will sit down because she has a propensity to get in a little bit of trouble in the first half. And Taylor Hare does an outstanding job coming in and doing what she needs to do. Madison Baggett is guarding Callie Patterson. Here's the shot. It's up and no good. Rebound to Kirkrick. Kirkrick gets it to Madison Baggett. Madison Baggett will now work to the left side, looks for a pass inside, gets it to Easter. Easter gets it outside to Green. Green gets it back to Baggett. And now Baggett with 10 to shoot. The defender falls down. Baggett takes advantage by shooting the long shot. And there's going to be...
Well, that should have been a held ball.
It should have been a held ball, but they're going to call a foul on Madison Baggett, which that looked like a held ball to me as well, Frank.
Well, they both had their hands on the ball. What do you call that?
Yeah, I mean, right when Madison shot it, one thing Madison Baggett does better than anybody I've seen in this conference this year, she follows her shots, and she just went after the basketball. I don't think that was a very good call. Lovely Locklear will hold it. She'll drive it with her right hand. She goes past Ace Tees. She is fouled, and she will go to the three-point line to complete the three. AU still holding a 21-18 lead with 7:10 left in the second period. The first shot is up. It's no good. That was off the hands of Lovely Locklear that was fouled there. Here is a long three-pointer from Easter. Rebound there by Green. Now there's a scrum. Green gets it back to Madison. And now they'll move it in the corner. Back outside. This is Easter. Easter to Hare. Hare completes the shot. And quickly, Tusculum moves it down the court. And off of a pass from Sydney Wilson, Casey Johnson knocks down the three, and this is what we saw when we saw them last time. They can shoot.
I don't see how you're keeping up with things.
Tusculum is now showing a 2-3 for the first time tonight. Let's see if we go. We're going to a three stack on the left side. Gets it to Easter. Easter's long three-pointer was up and no good. Rebound, Kaylee Kirkbrink with the left hand. Up and good. Outstanding backside rebound. Camille Patterson holds the ball. She's picked up by Madison.
She walked with it.
And she sure did.
That's 3 times she's traveled with the ball.
She has traveled with the ball 3 times, which, if I may I'm saying get her the ball.
That's right.
Madison Baggett, get it into Taylor Hare. Now, Tusculum for the first time tonight is going to back out. And it looks like they're going to go to that 2-3. Madison Baggett stops, shoots from 15 feet. It's off. It's no good. Rebound there to Sydney Wilson. Sydney Wilson quickly gets it to Camille Patterson. Her shot off the backboard is good.
Man.
25-23.
We get up by 5, and then we give up a couple of baskets.
Madison Baggett now brings it across. Looks at Coach Barbary for the play. Now she's going to work to the left side to Taylor Hare. Taylor Hare gets it back to Baggett. Inside to Kirkbrink. Kirkbrink goes up with the left hand. It's no good. And in her attempt to try to rebound it, she went off the back. I believe that was, she went over the back of Kendra Duke. And it was a foul on Kirkbrink. It's 25-23 AU. 4:59 left in the first half. This is Anderson University basketball.
As soon as I get the controls turned on, we're back.
We're back. We're going to go with Baggett, Taylor Hare. We're going to go with Green. We're going to go with Easter and Kirkpatrick. Tusculum gets it to Lovely Locklear. She dribbles with the left hand, goes up off the front of the rim, no good. And coach is imploring them to keep the rebound over their heads so not to be stripped.
Last break, they were 10 for 19. We were 8 for 20.
There's Green. It was off the foot, which should have been a stopped ball.
That's right.
By Callie Patterson. And now here goes Green to the basket
Left-handed.
with the left hand. Outstanding. Here's a long shot from the outside. It's taken in a rebound by Easter. Easter's going to take it herself. She's going to back it out, and she can run the point. She can run the point very well. Here's Michaela Green trying to make a pass. It went off the chest of a Tusculum player. That player was number 10, Sydney Wilson. And we gave up two there that we shouldn't have given up. 3:40 left. 27-25. Madison Baggett. And there's those passes.
Well, that should have been if they called Baggett for a foul a while ago, that should have been a foul on Tusculum.
You could certainly argue that. Madison Baggett comes off of the screen. Now she's going to go straight to the hole. She got there. Her shot was short. The ball is quickly down the court to Tusculum. The shot is no good. That was off the hands of Casey Johnson, and it's in the hands now of Madison Baggett. Madison wants to slow things down. They are running an extended 2-3 zone, and we're trying to get the ball to the middle of that zone, and they close it down. Here's a shot from the corner, which is good. That is Taylor Hare from the short corner. And that's how you can beat a 2-3 trap. If you can hit a short corner shot, you will have to loosen that zone up. Shot goes up, no good. That shot was Jelema Kirkpatrick. Now Madison Baggett will hold it. Comes off a screen. 14 on the shot clock. Great pass inside. Madison Baggett with a great pass inside to Taylor Hare, who did her part and finished. 31-25.
That looked like a fastball.
Boy, didn't it though. And it was a no-look pass. This is Lovely Locklear. She gets it out to Sydney Wilson. Sydney Wilson wants to shoot because she can. Now she gets the ball back to the other shooter, Casey Johnson, who wants to shoot it because she can as well. And we have a timeout on the court, AU 31, Tusculum 28. This is Anderson University basketball.
I'd like to let all our listeners know that at halftime I'm going to be interviewing Billy DeAndrea, who is the athletic director here now, who's announced his retirement. Billy and I go all the way back to the early days with Danny Ford at Clemson, so stay tuned for the halftime interview, affectionately known as Billy D.
I tell you what, and of the people we're going to miss around here, and I'm sure we'll still see him.
That's right.
He is a wonderful person, as is his entire family. Had a chance to teach his stepson, and looking forward to that interview. Here's a give and go from Kirkpatrick to Madison Baggett, and there's going to be a foul called on Tusculum.
They called it on the floor rather than an act of shooting.
I believe the girl had to grab her because she was just flat beat. Number 21, Callie Patterson's going to sit down. And in her stead, number 20, Kerperden will check in. This is Dillard. Dillard goes in with the right hand. She does not score, but she does draw the foul. And in drawing the foul, she is going to the free throw line for 2 points. And one adjustment I've seen is, and I'll keep saying, is we've got a point guard getting it into a point guard, and we always see Alexa Mollenhauer somewhere around that half-court line, and because of that, it hasn't hurt us that bad tonight, although they are a good pressing team.
Yes, they are. They're in good shape, too, physically. They can run.
Very good shape. Best shape of their lives. They'll realize it in about 30 years. This is lovely Locklear. She gets the ball outside to Maddie Sutton. Gets the ball back to Locklear. Locklear on Wilson. Mollenhauer steps out on her. Kaylee Kerpert now will step out on her. Here's a long three that's off. No good. Scrum for the ball. Maddie Sutton had it, but it ends up in the hands of Alexa Mollenhauer. Alexa gets it to the corner, and I could see that coming from a mile away. Just the way she went to the hole.
That's right. The coach is calling her back. She wanted to talk to the ref. That's not a good idea.
No.
When you get ahead of steam like that.
Yeah. That's very difficult. 37 seconds left. Mia Long works it into the hands of Camille Patterson, where she's picked up by Baggett. Now she gets the ball to Maddie Sutton. She will hold there, get it back to Locklear. Locklear will stop with the 15-footer. Fowler's a shot. It's up and no good. Shot again, up and no good. Here's a long three-point shot, which is no good. And we're going to have a rebound by Michaela Green. And on the rebound, she was pushed. And now the shot clock is off with 13.2. Madison Baggett will bring the ball in with Dillard and Mollenhauer. Madison brings it up court, picked up by Locklear. 7 seconds, 6 seconds. Here's Dillard trying to set a screen. Now she's got to let go of a three. It's up. It's no good. It looked good from here, but we can applaud the Lady Trojans for the adjustments they've made and for the effort that they've made in a Tusculum team that we have not seen at all. And ladies and gentlemen, please stay tuned during this halftime as we have the honor and the privilege to interview Mr. Billy DeAndrea. I call him Boss Man.
Okay, we're gonna cut the system off a second while we get him mic'd up. And folks, we're back, and it's my honor and privilege to have a halftime interview now with Billy DeAndrea, who is the current athletic director and vice president of athletics here at Anderson University. Welcome to the interview, Billy.
Well, thank you, Frank, and I do I'd be remiss if I didn't thank you and Brad for the job you've done all year displaying our basketball teams and letting parents and some of our alumni have an opportunity to see it. So we thank you for what you've done this season.
Well, I appreciate it. I'll tell you what, folks, Billy and I go back longer than either one of us want to admit. We go back to the early 80s when he was at Clemson University and I was a freelance photographer. Tell us what all you did. You had many duties there. What all did you do at Clemson?
Well, I was very fortunate to be at Clemson for about 33 years. And, Coach Ford hired me, and I had the opportunity to coach the tackles and the tight ends through pretty much from 83 to 89. And then, of course, when he separated from the university, I had an opportunity to run our student-athlete enrichment programs, which was the academic support. And then when Terry Don Phillips came, he moved me over to be the executive senior associate for IPTE. And so I spent almost 12 years in running IPTE, doing some things that were very difficult to do, like putting a seat equity in and various things like that. Somewhat changing the culture. So, but it was as much as I gave to Clemson, I got that much back.
Right. One thing I've asked a lot of players in the past: how was it to work for Coach Ford?
Well, Coach, you knew what to expect.
That's right.
He was hard nosed. He was tough. He wanted to be physical. The game has certainly changed from when he was there to now. It's more of a basketball on grass and getting the ball in open space. Back then it was more two tight ends and I formation and, saddle it up.
Right. Well,
the principles are the same.
Right. Okay, I guess you retired one time from Clemson, and tell us about your journey here to Anderson University.
Well, I retired, and I was retired for about 7 months, and I had the opportunity to speak with President Whitaker, and we had a couple lunches, and shortly after that, he asked me if I wanted to come and be the athletic director, and I told him I would give him 3 to 5 years. I'm not getting any younger, just turned 67, so, this is, my third year, come around in June, and, it's been a great experience. It's a good institution. There are good kids here. I'll give you an example. I have 300 student athletes, and the average grade point average for all 300 was a 3.26.
Wow.
And I'm pretty proud of that.
That's
and
good.
We don't really have all the resources, tutoring and scheduling and all that. So we have kids that are independent learners and good coaches that support it. But, my frustrations are a little bit with the commitment and the direction of where we're going.
Right.
I hope that the next athletic director and the president can incrementally chip away at some of the facility things and helping Anderson University be a little more competitive in the conference.
Well, Billy, I want to thank you for the privilege of giving me the opportunity to do the color and Brad the opportunity to do the play-by-play. I believe it was October. Louis Ross sent me a text. Call me right now. I've got an opportunity for you. I called him. He said, call Billy D. I called you. I said, Billy, can I do color? You said, yes, find a play-by-play guy. And we hope we've done okay. Brad had never done play-by-play. He's excellent. Of course, doing the color, you know me, I can talk. That's all you have to do.
That's all you got to do.
You've announced your retirement. We wish you the best. Don't be a stranger.
Oh, I certainly won't. I plan to come and watch some of these kids compete and some of the coaches that I've hired and all that. And, it's only, 30 minutes away, so I plan to certainly support Anderson going forward.
Well, Billy D., you're to be congratulated. And I appreciate you, brother, and stay in touch.
Thank you, Frank. Appreciate what you do.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Thank you.
Right.
And with Frank, we're back. And we've got good news, 33-28. And we are 1/2 away from advancing in the tournament against a doggone good team. Tusculum's good, but we have to be able to maintain their press. I don't know how we're doing on the boards. You've got the stats in front of you.
I'm wondering because we're ahead, yet the stats say that Tusculum was 12 for 29. From the field, we were 11 for 25. They were 4 for 9 from three-point range. We were 1 for 7. I'm wondering if these aren't flip-flopped.
Yeah, I do. I do as well. Well, hey, look here. That's the only numbers that matter.
That's right.
That's exactly right.
33-28.
For those of you that are at home, I pointed at the scoreboard. And we're moving down under 10 seconds. Looks like we're going to start Baggett. We're going to start Rayner. We're going to start Kaylee Kirkford. I may have mentioned Jasmine Rayner, but we've got Kaylee Kirkford also and Alexis Dillard.
But you know, you get down here to total points, it's correct. So maybe, I don't know.
I don't know. One thing that I do know is I was looking for what kind of defense are they going to come out in. It looks like a 2-3 matchup zone. Rayner needs help, gets it to Kirkford. Kirkford gets it inside, gets it up with the left hand, and it's up and good. Outstanding job. Tusculum will move the ball. This is Kirkford. Kirkford's shot is up, and it is good.
She
and now
shoots
we're
that underhanded shot.
She hit that underhanded, and I thought we were going to see a full court press, but now they're falling out of it.
They could be tired.
This is Jasmine Rayner. Jasmine Rayner will run a play, gets it to Baggett on the wing, goes it over to Mullenhauer. Mullenhauer has a direct look at a three-point shot, and she knocks it down 38-30 as we enter just under the 9-minute mark.
Mullenhauer was leading all scorers with 11. Now she has 14.
Here is Tusculum. Gets it into Kendra Duke. Kendra Duke, we got it inside. That was Cupperton, and that shot was up and good, 38-32. 8:37 left. 21 on the shot clock. Jasmine Rayner gets it to Kirkford. Kirkford is now picked up there by Callie Patterson. Now gets it to Madison. Gets it back to Mollenhauer. Goes inside to Dillard. Dillard with a turnaround right hand. In and out, no good. Rebound there by Casey Johnson. She gets it out quickly. They run the secondary break, but now they're going to come out and try to run their offense. This is more 2A. More 2A. Gets this to Cupperton. Cupperton will hold. Gets the ball to the dangerous Sydney Wilson. Her shot is up. Her shot is good.
That's an unbelievable shot.
You know, and if you looked at that young lady walk in the gym, you wouldn't think that she had the touch on the basketball that she does. But she's an outstanding basketball player. I've noticed that they've extended the zone somewhat than they did in the first half. Jasmine Rayner goes to Alexis Dillard. She gets it inside to Kirkford. Kirkford, good. Good underneath move.
Great move.
Kaylee Kirkford, good underneath move with the left hand. And it's 40-34. 7:15 left. And with that, now we're going to have a foul on the floor.
That's Mullenhauer's second.
That is our second. Number 42, Martouet, is going to sit down. And in the game is going to be Maddie Sutton. Tusculum moves the ball to the right side. This is Cupperton. Cupperton now gets the ball over to Callie Patterson. She'll shoot from there, and it is good. 15-footer. 40-34, 6:48 left.
40-36, they just hadn't put it up on the board yet.
Okay. Jasmine Rayner Off a double screen, she'll now drive, she will scoop, and she will score. Excellent move by Jasmine Rayner as she went underneath two defenders and laid it right into the basket. Now AU's going to show I thought they were going to show a man-to-man, but now they're showing a 2-3 zone. This is a shot that is up, and that was Sydney Wilson.
And Dillard hit the court hard, but she's...
And I saw the official give the and one, but it was overruled there. The ball belongs to AU. Madison Baggett's now going to beat Mia Long up the court. Comes off of a screen from Dillard. Now she tries to get it back to Dillard. The pass is somewhat behind her. This is Sydney Wilson. Sydney Wilson drives on Kaylee Kirkpatrick. And it is taken there by Madison Baggett. Madison Baggett moves it into the forecourt. She's met by Sydney Wilson. Gets it over to Mollenhauer. Mollenhauer gets it to Kirkpatrick. Kirkpatrick holds it at the top of the key. She's picked up there by Sutton. She now will move to the right side on the wing. She tries to make a pass. It is
2 seconds.
Got to shoot with 2 seconds. It didn't hit anything, but nevertheless, we did get a good look at the basket. 42-36. 5:20 left in the third period.
We're up by 6. We were up by 5 at the half.
Right. This is Callie Patterson. Shot. Now there's a scrum on the ball.
Wow.
And
she was tackled.
Yes, she was. Kaylee Kirkpatrick is tough.
Yes,
she is tough, and she will go down for the ball, and she will do anything she could possibly do to keep the ball alive. And I'm impressed with her first step, and I'm impressed with the way she can go up and under and hit the shot. The ball is inbounded to Dillard. Dillard brings it up the court. She's going to go straight to the hole, and she is going to lay it in. Nobody cut off the ball. She went to the front of the rim and put it in. 44-36, 4:50 left. Jennifer Bollinger. Here's a long shot. And that is off the hands of the, usually Sydney Wilson hits those. And here's Jasmine Rayner. She is going to drive, and she's going to be called for the foul. And we've got a timeout on the court under 4. AU 44 at 36. This is Anderson University basketball. I'm certainly not jumping the gun by any means, because that's the last thing a coach wants to do. But if this whole lead were to hold, we would play the winner of Wingate and Newberry at 2:30 this coming Saturday. But we won't talk about that. Bad karma, I guess. Tusculum now holds the ball, and now they're going to be called for traveling, and she did. Callie Patterson drug that foot. Now we're going to see the press. Ace Easter brings the ball up the court. She's picked up there by Cupperton. Now they're going to say the ball belongs, after a scrum on the floor, that it belongs to.
They just called Dillard for a foul.
Now I can see a held ball, but I didn't see anything there but people going for the basketball.
That's right.
And
that's
I
twice.
just read Coach Barber's lips. He said, hey, that's two. And he's going to trust her not to pick up that third as we go now under the 3-minute mark, 44-36. Cupperton now will drive. She will now kick it out to Casey Johnson. Casey Johnson gets it into the very quick hands of Callie Patterson. Here's a shot. It's up. It's good.
At the buzzer.
Right at the buzzer. Dillard will now inbound the ball to Madison Baggett. She's picked up by Mia Long. Looks for Kaylee Kirkrick coming off the elbow. Now looks for the back door to Ace Easter, and the referee is going to say that Lovely Locklear grabbed Ace Easter, and I do believe she did.
Yes, she did.
She was on the elbow, she broke, and all of a sudden she comes to a complete stop. There it is again. Outstanding play. Second time we've run that. Kaylee Kirkrick runs that to perfection. The pass was outstanding. And now AU will inbound, intercept the ball, and they'll get the ball into the hands of Madison Baggett. Kaylee Kirkrick sets the screen. Madison goes the other way. Now they get it back. Now they get it inside to Dillard. Dillard spins with the left hand. She's knocked down. She's fouled there. She will go to the line for two. What a smooth shot.
That's right.
Number 25 will sit down. Will come into the game. I'm sorry, Maddie Sutton. And number 24, Kendra Duke, will sit down for Tusculum. Second shot is up, and it is good. And now we have another substitution.
We're up by 10 for the first time in the game.
And that's where we want to keep it.
Well, we beat them by 10 last Wednesday.
That's right. Callie Patterson enters the game. Leaves the game, I beg your pardon. And in her stead is Casey Johnson. Here's a shot. It's up, no good. Kaylee Kirkrick knew that the young lady had touched it last. Kept her hands off the ball, made a very smart play, and the ball belongs to AU. Madison Baggett gets it to Kirkrick. Kirkrick gives a good pass back to Madison. Here is a three-pointer by Alexa Mollenhauer, and it makes it a 13-point lead. And now they rush down the court.
Well,
Madison Baggett had no choice there. She had no help behind.
That's right.
Was giving up a little bit of an advantage in terms of height. You'd rather foul them in that situation and earn it from the foul line than just give them a layup.
That's true.
And the young lady that was fouled was Lovely Locklear. She's a 5'8" guard, a junior from Cary, North Carolina. Her second shot is off and no good. And Alexis Dillard adds to her rebound total. Brings it across, gets it to Madison Baggett. Madison Baggett's picked up there by Locklear. Now she sends Ace Easter to one side. Gets it to Mollenhauer. Gets it back to Baggett. Baggett now is going to say, they're going to say she drug her foot as she tried to drive to the top of the key. I think they were looking for that give and go again.
If we can
maybe got a little extra.
Yeah, if we can take a 12-point lead into the final period, we'll be doing good.
Oh, absolutely. Casey Johnson gets it to Maddie Smith. Gets it over in the quarter to Cupperton. Now gets it back into Maddie Smith. Maddie Smith will get it over to Casey Johnson. Casey Johnson shoots. It is rejected by Kaylee Kirkpatrick, and it's rebounded on the play by Alexis Dillard. Madison Baggett's picked up by Mia Long. Gets it over to Easter. Easter now hit the ball.
Take that, would you?
To Mollenhauer, and I think the young lady was just daring her to shoot, and she shot, and she hit it. And with that run, we're going to have a timeout.
15-point lead.
AU 54. The Tusculum Pioneers 39. You're listening to Anderson University basketball. .2 seconds left.
4 for 10 for both teams from three-point range. They're 17 for 40 from the field. We're 19 for 34.
18 seconds left on the shot clock. This is Locklear. Locklear is going to get it to Sydney Wilson. I tell you right now, that young lady can flat shoot. They're looking to trap in the backcourt. They do. They get it over to Taylor Hare. Taylor Hare gets it to Easter. Easter gets it to Green. She gets it to Hare. Now Hare tries to throw it inside. They said it's going to be off Jasmine Rayner, and they said it's going to belong to Tusculum. 54-42, 24.3 seconds left. Locklear brings the ball up. Met there by Jasmine Rayner. Gets the ball over to Casey Johnson, who quickly gets it to Sydney Wilson. Sydney Wilson will now drive, and she will probably draw the foul. And it looked like the foul will be called on Erica Martin.
Looked like she might have carried the ball a little bit there, but they don't call that much anymore.
No, they don't. You couldn't play the game if you did. 4.7 left. Now the ball is inbounded. It's knocked away, and it's thrown the length of the court to no avail. And at the end of 3 periods of play, we're 1 period away from advancing. It's the Anderson University ladies, and it's the Tusculum Pioneers, 42, 54-42. This is Anderson University basketball.
Well, we think our stats may be flip-flopped. I know we've hit more than one free throw in the game.
The bench scoring is just about even at 12-10 in favor of Tusculum. The student body is really into it below us here, and that's good to see. Here's a long shot that is hit, and that is good. That was hit by Lovely Locklear. She gets the ball to Madison Baggett. It comes into the forecourt. Madison Baggett into the forecourt or drive. Now she gets it to Ace Easter. And there's Kaylee Kirkpatrick everywhere around the ball just when you need her.
Okay. So what's your
Outstanding play. Okay. There is Mollenhauer from three, off and no good. The ball was tipped by Dillard, but it ended up in the hands of Casey Johnson. Casey Johnson pushes it ahead to Locklear for Tusculum. 54-45, 8:54 left. Here is a drive, a shot, and it is good by Locklear.
7-point game now.
7-point game. Madison Baggett brings it down the court. Very good ball handling skills. Gets it to Mollenhauer. Mollenhauer looks into the post. Nothing there. Gets it to Dillard. Dillard will now get it to Easter. Easter thought she was fouled on the play.
Well, she probably was. The ball didn't get anywhere near the rim.
Locklear, nevertheless, retrieved the ball. Now she will go to the front of the rim. She will score, and she will have a chance to go to the free throw line for the and one.
That'll pull them within 4 if she makes this.
And Frank, when you get to this time of year, they're going to make runs. Teams are going to make plays. You've just got to settle yourself down and make the play as well. The free throw is up and good. 54-50. 8:09 left in the fourth quarter. Ace Easter on the right side, picked up by Locklear. Gets it over to Dillard. Dillard will get it inside. The shot is up and no good. And as she was going for the basketball, Dillard is going to be called for a foul, and it'll be Tusculum basketball in a 54-50 game. And we've got a timeout now. AU 54, Tusculum 50. This is Anderson University basketball. All right, here we go. This is one of those kind of games you wouldn't care if you didn't wasn't pulling for one team. You'd just be sitting watching a good basketball
That's
game.
exactly right.
I tend to get a little bit of a nervous wreck. AU's going to pick up man as Tusculum brings it down. This is Locklear. Locklear's going to go to the front of the hole, and she's going to score.
It's a 2-point game now.
Baggett. 2-point game. 7:35. Easter's trapped. Gets it to Madison Baggett.
What a catch.
Very athletic. Now gets it to Dillard. Dillard to Kirkpatrick. Kirkpatrick shoots. It was short. Locklear brings it down court after the rebound of Casey Johnson. Locklear will hold it there and be picked up by Madison Baggett. Now she's going outside. This is Maddie Sutton. Maddie Sutton gets it to Casey Johnson. Now she's going to get it, and there's going to be a turnover at midcourt. Madison Baggett goes up, shoots.
Great steal. Great steal.
Great steal. Shoots the layup and is good. This is Locklear to Casey Johnson. She drives, no good.
And she's fouled.
And Ace Easter went down between two defenders and did foul. 2-1 in terms of fouls this period. Now we've got Ace Easter picked up by Locklear. Kerperdon is going to be on Madison Baggett. Off of a screen from Kerperdon. Now they're going to call a jump ball, and the possession error is in our possession.
Well, from my vantage point, it wasn't a held ball, but at least we get the ball back.
We do get the ball back. I will, though, and I said this a few games ago, if you're a coach, you do tend to worry where that shot clock is. Here is Mollenhauer. Her right-hander was a little strong. The rebound was in the hands of Maddie Smith. Gets it back to Locklear. She will set the offense. Looks for a screen from Sutton and gets it. Kerpert picks it up there. Now they're looking for help. I don't think they know what the coach wants. The ball was blocked by Dillard. It was blocked again by Dillard and rebounded by Dillard. Outstanding defensive play. 5:30 left in the fourth. Madison Baggett works it to the right side. Needs some help. Goes to Kerpert. Kerpert will get it to Dillard. Dillard will shoot it.
Good shot.
From about 13 feet. 58-52.
Just got a technical on the Tusculum bench.
And now there's going to be a technical foul on the Tusculum bench. I was watching the action coming up the court, so I certainly wasn't looking towards the Tusculum bench. But we will see. I know that she made the lady that called the technical foul, she made her hand in the cup of a C, and that usually means it is on the coach. And here's Ace Easter. Her first shot is up. It's good. 59-52. 15-14. We're going to have a substitution. Kaylee Kerpert will sit down. Probably just giving her some minutes to rest. Second shot is up, and it is no good. And the coach for Tusculum is glaring at the official.
Yep.
I don't think he liked that call at all at this stage in the game. This is going to be Locklear. Locklear's looking hard to get the ball to Wilson. Green does a good job cutting that off. Here's a long three by Wilson. It's in and out, no good. It's run down to Maddie Smith, who gets it back to Locklear, who's going to be picked up by Ace Easter. Ace works to the right side. This is Kerperdon. She goes down to the baseline, pulls it back out. 13 on the shot clock. Now they're going to set another play. Here is a drive to the basket That's Sydney Wilson, and she is fouled on the play and will earn 2 free throws from there.
Got a little more breathing room than we did when we were just up by 2. We were up by 2 and they had the ball.
Yes, we were, and that's the thing that's most discerning to me of anything in here is I'm looking up there at the player the foul was on, and it's on Dillard, and it's her 4th, and she's going to have to come out, and in her stead is going to be Taylor Hare. The first shot by Sydney Wilson was good. The second shot from the junior from Greensboro, North Carolina was up and good as well. AU moves it into the forecourt. I think Jasmine Rayner thought she could take her all the way to the basket, to the front of the rim, but to no avail. Kaylee Kerprick will sit down, and they'll go with Taylor Hare, Mollenhauer, Easter, Green, and Madison Baggett. Madison cuts off Kerperton. Kerperton goes with the right hand, in and out, no good. It's going to be rebounded by Tusculum. Going to get it out to Locklear. Locklear's going to be picked up there by Easter. Here's a three-point shot from the corner. It's out and no good. Rebound there. That's to Taylor Hare. She gets it into the hands of Ace Easter. Ace will now get it into the hands of Madison Baggett, who's picked up by Cupperton. They switch on the screen, so Cupperton also has a shot. A shot was taken by Green. It was short. I'm sorry, by Madison Baggett. It was short, but it was picked up and put in the basket by Taylor Hare. And now they're going to go to the free throw. Okay, folks, I'm going to try to explain to you what happened. About 5 shots were taken within about 3 shots of the goal, each one of them coming out. And I did not see a tied ball. If anything, I saw 3 seconds in the lane, but nevertheless, a tied ball it is, and now the possession arrow, the all-important possession arrow, belongs to AU as we move towards the 3-minute mark. This is Locklear. Locklear is now going to drive. She's going to kick out. She is going to kick out. That's going to be in the hands of Casey Johnson, the junior from Greensboro, and it's going to be true. 61-56. 2 minutes and 45 seconds left. Taylor Hare gets it to Easter. She's picked up there by Casey Johnson. It goes back outside to Madison Baggett, who is picked up there by Locklear. Gets the ball over.
That was not a travel.
Gets the ball over to Green. Green caught the ball, came to a jump stop, and if it was a travel, I didn't see it. Goodness gracious. Just under 2.5. Locklear brings it into the forecourt. They know what they want to do. They're looking for that long shot, and there it is.
It is. It's a 2-point game.
Sydney Wilson has made it a 2-point game with 2 minutes and 12 seconds left. It's Anderson University 61. It's Tusculum 59. This is Anderson University basketball.
That's what I was sitting here thinking. Are you going to leave her sit? 2-12, you got to put her in. That's right. Out to look for that low screen to get Mollenhauer out on the 3. I think she's due. Yeah.
Okay, folks, we're back. Entertaining basketball game. 61-59, 2:12 left in the game. AU basketball to go to the length of the court. The ball is brought in by Dillard. Dillard's going to bring it up. She's going to be picked up there by Kendra Duke. She needs some help, and she's going to get it by a timeout from her coach. The trap is giving us trouble. 2:01, 61-59, AU. This is Anderson University basketball.
Oh, man.
This is who you want.
We got the 5 we need out there, Brad says.
Now the ball's going to be inbound by Mollenhauer. Gets it to Dillard. Now she's going to need some help. She dribbles the ball outside.
10 on the shot clock.
Locklear does a good job. Comfort does a good job by taking on Baggett. Baggett's going to shoot a long 3. It's going to be in and out. No good. It's going to be rebounded there by Sydney Wilson. Sydney Wilson will now double dribble the basketball, and it's going to go back over to the Anderson University Trojans.
The Tusculum coach needs to look out.
Yeah, he's close to being a little lighter in the checkbook or his wallet, and a quick shower. They get it into Mollenhauer. Mollenhauer can go. We've got numbers. Mollenhauer gets it to Madison Baggett. 128, 61-59. AU. Coach Barbary calls a play, gets it to Dillard, and now they're going to call Cumberton on the hold. And it's not going to mean a thing except we're going to take the ball out of bounds once again. 119, 61-59 AU. Kaylee Kirkland will now check back in the game. She checks into the game from Michaela Green. Ball's inbound to Dillard. Dillard will hold there. She gets it to Madison Baggett. Madison Baggett will now move it out at the 110 mark. She is picked up there by Cumberton. Gets it to Easter, and Easter turns it over, and now there's going to be a great block on the other end of what would have been
How about that pass inbounds?
And now a long pass down the court to Dillard, and Dillard scores! 63-59. 45 seconds left. Locklear is picked up by Easter. Now they're going to go back. They went to their spread and butter, Sydney Wilson, and Sydney Wilson was blocked.
That's right.
Came off the screen.
That coach was begging their players to foul one of the Trojans.
Alexa Mollenhauer stepped out and absolutely made one of the best blocks you'll see of the season. I think we're using Kirkland defensively, and
that's foul number 4.
And in her stead will be Green. That's foul number 4.
Well, she's going to the line, so it's foul number 5. They were just behind on the scoreboard.
That's foul number 5, which means you have 30 seconds to get a player into the game, which means you really get a 30-second timeout. And you can see that's what Coach Barber's doing right now.
That's right.
Shot is up. Shot is good. 5-point lead, 27.5. Don't foul. Second shot by Mollenhauer is up, and it is good. And now we have a timeout on the floor. 65-59, AU 27.5 left. This is Anderson University basketball. Okay, Frank, we're back. See one of the more entertaining games I've seen all year long, and we're on the good side of the
That's
score.
right.
27.5 for those of you that are at home. 65-59. Tusculum will now move it in. This is Locklear. She gets it over to Cupperton. Cupperton is now going to kick it out to Wilson. Wilson's shot is off and no good. And the ball is going to go off of Kaylee Kerp. I'm sorry, it's going to go off Alexa Mollenhauer, although she thought it went off the Tusculum player. But nevertheless, a good hustle. And we will play an inbounds play again. Here is a drive. The foul's going to be on Mollenhauer. It rolled around the rim, but luckily it rolled off. And now we're going to have...
Looks like it was an act of shooting, so...
It was in the act of shooting. And we're going to have Casey Johnson. And that foul was called
Called on Dillard.
Dillard. And I got to give it to her. If she's going to wait to foul, wait till 12.1 seconds
That's
left with a 6-point lead.
Exactly. She timed it that way.
She plays so hard. Casey Johnson, a 6-foot forward from Greensboro, will shoot. It's off the rim and no good. Now let's see what Coach Barbary does. He's going to leave people. Second shot is in and good, and we're going to have a timeout on the play just to set things straight. 12.6 left, AU 65, Tusculum 60. This is Anderson University basketball. And we're back. 65-60, 12.6 seconds left. Ace Easter will inbound the ball. Trying to come off the screen is Mollenhauer. She gets it, and she's immediately fouled by Maddie Sutton. Maddie Sutton is a 6-foot freshman from Wallen, Tennessee. Exactly 11 seconds left on the clock. And Alexi will shoot two. The first one is good.
She's so pure on that free throw line.
She's confident. You can tell she spends a lot of time in here by herself. Second shot up and good, 67-60. Locklear brings it down. Locklear doesn't know what to do. She goes to the front of the basket. And guess what? You don't have to throw that ball in, but you did. That's okay.
The coach is coming out and Brad up here.
Madison,
you got 5 seconds to bring the ball in. She didn't have to even bring it in.
Madison Baggett, no. How can you criticize
That's right.
anybody tonight?
No.
What an outstanding basketball game and a tournament-like game that's only going to make us better as we play Saturday. First shot is up, and it is good by Ace Easter. Second shot is up, and it is good by Ace Easter. They will get it in bounds. This will be Wilson. Wilson dribbles the ball off her foot out of bounds. And ladies and gentlemen, we have advanced in the tournament. The Anderson University women will play, we know for sure, the winner of Wingate and Newberry at 2:30 in Greenville on Saturday. And we hope we'll give the Trojans some support. Frank, your thoughts on the game?
Well, we beat them by 10 a week ago, beat them by 7 tonight. You know, they bent, but they didn't break.
Yep.
And they're very well coached. 3 or 4 games ago, we were having a lot of trouble with any kind of press. And, you know, tonight we handled it. I was a little worried. Well, I was actually very worried we got down to a 2-point game there. But
that's where I want to go. They had taken the ball. They had gone down the left side of the court. At least 3 to 4 shots went up around that rim. AU kept the ball alive. Tusculum would not give them a good shot.
That's
and
right.
in doing so, they got the rebound. Ace Easter saved it out of bounds. The ball was then thrown, I believe, by Madison Baggett, and I apologize if I'm not correct, but the graduate senior, Alexis Dillard, had the wherewithal to know if I break long and they can get me the ball, I can make this a 4-point game. And that's
right.
Exactly what happened. And I honestly believe we don't have to play the game around here, but, buddy, if we did, that would be it.
That's
and
right.
That just points to one thing: playing together, playing as a team, and being well coached.
And I'll tell you what happened right here beneath us just now. The ladies team came out to thank the cheering section, the fans down here, the student section right under us, and also the some of the older folks that are on the other side of the court. Well, Brad, it's been a pleasure.
It's been my pleasure,
you
my
know,
friend.
and you did a great job doing the play-by-play.
You did as well.
I hope you never get sick, brother, because I don't know what I'll do, but
well,
at least
me in here.
You know, at least we're going to advance. The women will advance.
Right.
And if y'all want to watch it on TV, it will not be live streamed. We're not going to be able to go, but it'll be on ESPN3 at 2:30 on Saturday.
And I tell you, I came in here on a cane a couple of times and
That's
hobbled
right.
my way up here, but I wasn't going to miss this.
No.
Because this is too much fun. But now you're not through with me and Frank. We're gonna look forward to hopefully having you listen to the Anderson University baseball team.
We'll start our broadcast next Friday. We'll have a game Friday, and then we'll have a doubleheader on Saturday. I believe we're going to broadcast about 14 games. We're going to do all of the weekend broadcasts, and some of the students here from the communications department are going to be able to test their skills and learn the trade of broadcast. They're going to do some of the games during the week. But
I had the pleasure of coaching baseball 3 years, and the things that go on between pitches, stealing signs,
Yeah.
do you hit and run, and
Right.
all of that. I'm looking forward to throwing myself into that.
There you go.
And having you along the way, buddy.
Well, we'll
Makes it all worth it. Makes it all
well,
worth
I appreciate you. I appreciate your efforts. Appreciate your work. And go Trojans.
I appreciate you. Go Trojans, and may the peace of the Lord be with each and every one of you. And until next time, and for Frank Alexander, this is Brad Poor. Good night from Annie Tribble Court.